start off with a story that I don't want to cover, a shocking story, I think. Like anytime you hear about a prominent athlete doing something, heinous like this is when they say especially heinous in the beginning of the Law and Order SVU intro, this would be regarding it. So, Justin Tucker, the kicker for the Baltimore Ravens, has been accused by 6 massage therapists of being a creep, being a sexual assaulter, as being somebody who has essentially terrorized parlors for the better part of the last decade. And now that this is like coming out, there's been people tracking down different Reddit threads, different tweets referencing this stuff that when they came out, you're probably like, that doesn't sound true. I don't know how accurate that is, but now it might be. And, obviously innocent before proven guilty, but I want to read a little bit of the Baltimore Banner's article on it. So, two spas say that they banned Tucker. He denies the ban and behavior that women say has left them emotionally scarred. Ravens kicker Justin Tucker engaged in inappropriate behavior at 4 high-end spas and wellness centers in the Baltimore region. According to 6 massage therapists, including exposing his genitals, brushing 2 of them with his exposed penis, and leaving what they believe to be ejaculate on the massage table after 3 of his treatments. Several therapists said Tucker's behavior was so egregious that they ended his sessions early or refused to work on him again. And at 2 spas, management said that they banned him from returning. After receiving a tip on Jan 9th, the banner began investigating and spoke to 6 massage therapists who recounted troubling first-hand experiences with Tucker ranging from 2012 to 2016. The women said that they had long waited to tell their stories. And if you want, I'll leave a link to that full article there, but just kind of sets the scene. So we already had a very weirdly similar situation with Deshaun Watson. He was rewarded for, I guess, settling out of court with his victims, and then got a huge, fully guaranteed contract with the Cleveland Browns. I think Justin Tucker, if this, is proven to be true, or if this doesn't go away in the same way that Deshaun Watson's went away, and even if he can settle it, I think this is probably the end for Justin Tucker. He had a bad season just from like a football perspective of anything outside of 50 yards this season. Perhaps this was weighing over his head. Perhaps he knew that this article was coming out at some point and he was distracted. But like I said, just a very surprising, horrible situation. Feel terrible for the victims. And yeah, I mean, obviously, innocent before proven guilty here. We'll have to wait for more of the facts to come out. Problem with situations like this, oftentimes, especially when it's, regarding a high profile athlete or celebrity, is we don't ever really hear about it unless it goes to court. Most times, situations like this are settled outside of court. So we may never hear about where this goes. But what happened with Deshaun Watson was a few people came forward, and then more and more people came forward to where it was like over 20 accusers happening there. So I guess we'll see if that's something that happens here. I mean, like I said, people have dug up tweets and Reddit comments of people in the past, way before like this situation broke out, essentially saying like Justin Tucker is a known sex pest, is a known, sexual assaulter in these massage parlors. He's been banned from several of them. So that more than anything to me lends credence that like this is a real situation. Like, I know people always want to say like, well, he could be being extorted. He's famous, he's rich. Sure, but like these other people who either had like anonymous accounts or were just like regular people tweeting about this were just like that don't really have anything to gain. If anything, they only had stuff to lose. So I guess we'll see. Again, innocent before proven guilty, but what a horrible situation, and not something that you want to see happen And I was, like, almost hesitant to cover it because, like, who am I? Like, just a guy with a microphone and YouTube channel. Certainly not, like, an expert on any of these things, but I did feel like we have covered situations like this, like the Blackhawks situation on the channel, and, like, I would feel weird if I was just like, "Well, I'm not gonna cover it because it makes me very uncomfortable to cover it," so that's what I'm doing here. I would love to hear your thoughts about the situation in the comments.